Prenup.
Yeah.
You would?
I absolutely would. I don't think I could do it without. I want to be able to decide where my assets go if we divorce.
What if he was a multimillionaire?
In that case, no. What? If it's to my advantage, then yes, absolutely a prenup.
So if he was richer than you, then you wouldn't sign it?
Yeah, I guess. Guess I'm a hypocrite.
Would you ever...
Double standard much? Okay, so let me go right off the bat and say that I have had a bad experience as far as prenups are concerned. And I'm going to try to keep my own personal experience as much out of this as possible. But, so let me give you my experience. So I experienced a situation where at the time frame of being with someone, that person had more financial value than I had. So that person wanted a prenup. And it bothered me because I recognized that once you involve a prenup into a relationship situation, that your relationship has now just become a contractual situation when it comes to money, and that there is no such thing as building financially together at that point. So when it came time to sign a prenup, I made sure two things were taken care of. Number one, the lawyer to which we were engaging with, I made sure that the person understood that the lawyer is your lawyer, not mine, and that this lawyer is only focused on protecting you. So I'm going to represent myself in this proceeding. The second thing is that when I wrote down all the things that I wanted to cover within a prenup, I covered the business that I owned that was not functioning at the time frame. I had shut down my shop for a little while looking for a new location. So yes, I put that business in there. I also put in there every future business that I would own. I also put in every IP property that I currently owned at the time and any IP property that I would ever come up with. I made sure that any future things were covered. And then there's a third thing that I made sure of. I made sure that the person understood that this relationship would be purely financial. When it comes to finances, this relationship would be purely business. So that anytime something was occurring financially, that there would be a contract. And that is pretty much how the relationship played out. When I was getting ready to open up my popcorn shop, I was a little bit lack in being able to fully renovate the way I wanted to. When she wanted to donate money to it, I told her there must be a contract. And even though she didn't want a contract, I explained, no, there will be a contract, because without a contract, any money that you put into it would then give you some piece of ownership into this business. So there must be a contract, or otherwise I don't want your money. When she wanted a new vehicle, and because her credit at the time was better than mine to get the lower interest rate, so only her name was going to be on it, but I was going to be driving it, and I was going to be paying the note for it, the insurance for it, I made sure that there was a contract that stipulated, as long as I'm paying the note and paying the insurance, that I have full authority to drive this vehicle. Now, of course, when the relationship broke up, it was, this is my vehicle. I was just like, all right, whatever, and moved on and went on about my business. But it created a situation where everything that dealt with finances was contractual. There was a contract for how the bills were paid as far as the household were concerned. At this point, since everything financial is contractual, I'm not paying all the bills of the household. And you get to save all your money to utilize however you choose to use it and save it, because when the relationship ends, or if the mindset at the time is if the relationship ends, you will have banked all your money and I would have spent all of mine. So even once, about not even 6 months into the marriage, no, it was about 6 months. About 6 months into the marriage, when I reopened my business, and I was now making more money than she then wanted to say, hey, you should pay more because you're making more. You should pay all the bills because you're making more. And I told her, no. According to our contract, these are the only bills that I'm paying in this household. And I'm not paying a penny more than what I'm already paying. And her mindset was, well, we should go with the spirit of the prenup. I was like, there is no spirit of the prenup. There is just the prenup. So everything became contractual, which then created more arguments, more issues within the relationship. Now, that's my own personal experience, but the only time I've ever done a prenuptial agreement. Any other time that I was involved with somebody and the relationship ended, I was more than willing to equitably split things in such a way that each person walked away whole. Let's evaluate the value of the business, and then you get your part, I get my part. If I'm going to maintain control of it, well, here's your part of the value of it in its current state, and you go on and you live your life and you're good. So what should you do? Now, that young lady just demonstrated that she was only concerned about a prenup if she owned and had value beyond the man's value. But if the man have more value than her financially, then she wouldn't sign a prenup. That's gold diggerish mentality if I ain't ever seen it. But that is also not just gold digger mentality. That is a mentality that many people have. That they are planning for when the relationship ends, they want to have everything that they have. But if you have more than them, then they want to have what you have. They want your money. They want your millions. They want you to then give up what you have created before them. And they're happy with that. But if the shoe is on the other foot, no, they want to protect their assets. So I'm going to put it like this. If you get a prenup, you are most likely going to end in divorce. Most likely. Not just from my own personal experience, but from the experience of many people that I've seen. You're going to end in divorce. If you do not get one, there are fair and equitable ways to be able to separate the finances and the whatever you've built together without any person ending up being broke. So I don't see the need for a prenup in 99% of the cases, because 99% of the time, one person is not so far outweighing the other person. And in today's world, most people are working. There's two incomes coming into the household. So in most situations, what you need a prenup for? So if Angelina came to me with a damn prenup, I tell her she can kick rocks. I'm saying that, and she's sitting right over there. I would tell her she can kick freaking rocks, because I'm not the type of person that would say that, oh well, shit, I'm gonna leave you destitute. No, I wouldn't do that. That's not the kind of person I am. And if I was that kind of person, then she has bad judgment, and that's what it is most of the time. Y'all just got bad judgment. I've had some bad judgments. We all have had some bad judgments. But if that's the situation, you just got some bad judgment. All right? And remember, a marriage license is merely a form so that the government can then come in and contractually divide property if the relationship ends. It has absolutely nothing to do with the commitment between two people. So just by having the marriage piece of paper, if you buy houses, if you buy cars, start businesses, having that piece of paper will allow for things to be broken up equally. So you don't need a prenuptial agreement in any form or fashion. You're creating issues where there don't need to be any. Now, if you got millions and she ain't got shit, or you got millions and he ain't got shit, you might want to do it. You might want to. But those are the rare occasions. So what do you guys think? Comment, let me know. And always remember, you have to free yourself to be yourself, because your greatness is non-negotiable. Good journey, good vibrations.